Hi everyone, today I'm back with a kitchen clean. So this was done on a Saturday evening. My partner's at work, my son's in his room gaming as usual. And as you can see, it needed a lot of attention. And then Tiger and my daughter is going to be helping me throughout this. So this is what cleaning is like when you've got a 4-year-old and a cat. So I'm going to work my way around the room, get everything looking a lot better. So I'm getting better. This is the evening and I'm cleaning the dishes and not leaving them for the morning after. So I did start by just spraying the top of the cooker there so it can just start doing its thing while I clean up the microwave. There's some bits and pieces on there and I'm trying to keep it clear. So the boiler guys came out recently, fixed my boiler, but I don't even know what you call it, all the bits are sticking out a bit more now. So I'm waiting for someone to come and box that back in. So that's what's going on behind the microwave. So the microwave's going to have to come out on the counter a bit more. Unfortunately, the way our plugs are and the way everything is, our microwave lead is going across our cooker, which is a bit annoying and a bit worrying at times. I don't want to get it melted. I think I'm going to start unplugging it when it's not being used. So I've cleaned all that area up and now I'm going to clean the top of this cooker. So nearly every day it gets mucky, I've got to clean this up. But it's not too bad today, it's just the front part mainly. But as always, I put too much of that oven mousse on there to clean up with. So when I'm cleaning it, I just grab a sponge and I can't remember what it's called. I've got this oven cleaner mousse and it is great. Sometimes I don't even leave it on, I just spray it and start cleaning. As you can see, that didn't take long at all to clean that up. It's mainly, I spent more time I think cleaning up the excess mousse than cleaning the top of it. And I did buy some new hob covers. I got black ones this time, thinking it might look nicer. We put one of the hobs on once with the hob covers on accidentally, and I did one accidentally. It's because if you've been here a while, you know it's a newish cooker. Well, new to us. My uncle gave it to us, and I'm still used to the hobs being the other way around, and when you turn them on. So that's why I accidentally turned it on once. So we replaced our silver ones with the black ones there, as you can see. So I'm just going to give these a bit of a clean because they got a bit mucky. But when we got them, one of them, I think it was a smaller one, it did come with some of the black paint, like scratched off. I'll show you here. So I haven't even done that when I was cleaning it. That's how it arrived. So I don't know how long these are going to last if I have to clean them. I don't want that paint coming off. But they do look a lot nicer than the silver ones. I think these were eBay or Amazon. The first lot the silver ones might have been Amazon and these were eBay. Or they could have been Amazon, sorry, not very helpful. But they were around £7 and they're totally worth it because they make a cooker look a whole lot better, especially with them hobs. I don't know how you describe them hobs, but that type of hob, it is nicer to have the covers. So I'm just going to quickly clean this chopping board up and then clean the bit of counter to the side of it. And as always, I'm using my Astonish spray. I can't remember what it's called, but it is a floral one. It's really nice. I did buy a morning mildew one or something like that, and I didn't think much of it. I think it was like a pet one as well, and I didn't think much of it, so it's still in my cupboard, but I need to get rid of it because I'm not going to use it. And I bought this one to replace it. And then that top of the microwave, top of the washing machine always gets the crumbs on for some reason. So slowly working around the kitchen. I've already got about a quarter of it done, or a quarter of the worktops done anyway. I did, so you know the glitter I used to paint my back wall with in the living room? I did have that by the microwave, just folded over, and then when the boiler guys came, it ended up back here, and when I moved it just now, a load of glitter come off. And that glitter it's awful if you make a mess of it, 'cause it's hard to clean up. And I thought I'd give some of the tiles a clean while I was there. I really do need, I need to pull everything out and clean them tiles up, really. Because a lot of the time they just get like patched cleaned and not a good thorough clean all round. So I'm just putting all the dry washing up away that I did earlier. And then I'm going to clean the draining board area, but not give it a good thorough clean, because I'm going to do that after the washing up. So, because it is mucky, I'm just going to give it a little clean. And then I'll give it a better clean later. I need to sort through my saucepan cupboard, or both cupboards really, above the sink. When you open them up, it just feels like everything's going to come falling out. I think I've got way too much stuff in them. Or to fit all my cupboards need to clear out. I feel like I'm constantly having a clear out in every room. Does everyone else feel like that? Constantly getting rid of stuff, but it doesn't make one little bit of difference. But them cupboards desperately need doing. And soon Sophia starts school, I want to re-sort out my Christmas cupboard, because that is constantly getting a mess because stuff gets stuffed in there. I'm going to pull everything out. I want to go through every Christmas tub I've got. There must be some bits I can get rid of. I've got far too much stuff. So if you want to declutter your Christmas stuff in September with me, we can declutter together. I'm not sure when I'll do it, but it is going to be in September when Sophia goes back to school. So if you want, I can give you a heads up and we can get it done together. Or when I've filmed it, you can do it with me. I'm dying to do that, but I can't with Sophia here at the minute before she starts school. She's going to want everything, pull it out. She's not going to want me to put it away. But that is something I really want to do. And also, I don't know if you'll notice later on, so where the squash is, that bit of the counter, I've got tins of paint waiting to be, so I can do some painting jobs. That's another thing I'm going to get on and do when Sophia goes to school. I'm going to paint her room. I'm going to be painting skirting boards. I've got to paint my kitchen. Because they just miss spots, and they did a matte paint, and I want to do a silk paint. So I'm just going to paint it white again. But just freshen it up, especially where my freezer is. Where you open the door, it's just got black marks on that bit of wall, and I know I can clean them up. It's just I prefer silk. I'm not a big fan of matte. I've got matte in my living room. I don't know why. Or also my living room needs a bit of a paint refresh. Where the glittery wall is, there's a lot of marks where people have been touching the wall. So I don't think it's even been painted a year, and I just need to do a lot of touch-ups in the living room. So I'm just doing my dishes. It's not a lot, it's more cutlery than anything. So that's why I sped up the cutlery bit. It felt so good when this kitchen was clean and tidy. I was very tempted to leave it till the next day, but why not just get it done and dusted? So here's Tiger coming to help. Oh, my daughter did come in the kitchen and she left me some licorice by the sink there. I love strawberry laces, so does Sophia. And sometimes I pinch the odd one of hers. So she brought one into me, but I didn't eat it because you know, with toddlers, like 4-year-olds, you don't know where their hands have been, you don't know what they've been doing with it. So I left it there and I did get rid of it. because you never know where Sophia's hands have been. And to be fair, that could have fallen on the floor, and we have a cat. So to let me get on and do my drying, I did give Tiger some of his cat treats. So I managed to get all the washing up dry while he was eating that. It's like a cat soup, and he loves those. I can't remember what they're called, but that one's from Lidl. It was either under £1 or just over £1, I think. I can't remember offhand, but he loves those. And I get him the little long cat treats. Oh, I can't remember what they're called, but the ones I got at the moment are from Lidl. I'm trying to get this done as quickly as possible so Tiger doesn't get back in there. But in a little bit you'll see as well, I did buy a spray mop from Lidl, $9.99, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago. And it's just been stuck in the hallway. We hid it away from Sophia because she wanted the box, she wanted to mess around with it. So, but this night I pulled it out and I thought, right, I'm going to give it a go. I'm not sure if I'm going to like spray mops, just for the fact the living room and hallway is a peel and stick, and we've had troubles with moisture on the floor and the bathroom floor, but the bathroom floor is because of a leak. So I'm a bit afraid of using it on a peel and stick floor, just because I don't want the subfloor getting too wet. So I might just use it for the kitchen and bathroom. It does come with two, I don't know what they're called, 2 mop heads, 2 mop pads. So I can use one for the kitchen, one for the bathroom. I did try it on the hallway and it was good, but I don't want to use it too much. I don't want that subfloor getting too moist, if that makes sense. With me, once I've had a problem or an issue, I'm afraid it's going to happen again, so I do what I can to prevent it. So I did get it because it was $9.99, and I have been thinking about getting one. I didn't want to spend a lot of money, especially as this flat's small anyway. So I will still be using I forgot what it's called now, the flash mop with the wipes. Is it a speed mop? I'll still be using that, but I will be using the other one as well. But maybe just on the floors I've got lino, so I'm not going to worry as much. Because basically all the rooms, like kitchen, bathroom, living room, hallway, I've had a moisture problem with the floor. With the kitchen, it was because of a leak. The bathroom, because of a leak. Well, I say a leak, a continuous leak for at least 2 years, if not more. Because the person that lived upstairs, I had leak issues as well. And then I don't know why we had a moisture problem in the living room. It had nothing to do with a leak, but they had to come and replace some of the subfloor, and I think they dried some out. And they got rid of the lino I had, so I'm a bit worried about moisture getting through the peel and stick. That's why I don't use a mop bucket anymore. I don't want areas getting too wet. I don't want to have to replace more flooring. So that's why I thought the speed mop was a good option for us. But I did like the spray mops, they look really good. So I am probably just going to save that for the kitchen and bathroom. So one step closer to getting this kitchen all clean and tidy. There's not much to do in this part here. There's just a lot of stuff. A lot of veggies and bread always here, and I don't know why, a lot of bottles of squash and things. So I'm just getting rid of some of the bits we don't need there. I was trying not to disturb Tiger, but that's a bit hard. He's right there and I need to move some of these bits. So we're on our last 2 bottles of water that the water company gave us. I think they gave us lots of bottles of water last year because they thought the water was going to go off and it never did. So finally down to the last 2 bottles. And there, as you can see, are those cans of paint I was telling you about. So I got yellow for Sophia's room, stuff for the skirting boards, a can of white paint, and I think I got a can of something else, but I can't remember what that is. But yeah, so can't wait. When Sophia goes to school in a couple of months after, hopefully I can get some painting done before it gets to winter. I don't want to be in the winter painting. I'm looking forward to getting the skirting boards on windowsill done, but it's one of those jobs, I don't know, that you don't look forward to. You like the end result, but you don't necessarily want to rush to get it done. But I definitely want to get that windowsill done, because like I said, when I did the flooring in the hallway, the cat has really destroyed the windowsill over the years. So he's trying to get all the bottles back. So if you've got loads of bottles of squash or squash bottles, where do you keep them? I have an issue, I hate them on the side here, but it's the only place to put them really. We don't have any room in our fridge because our fridge is quite small. My partner would love a bigger fridge, but with the freezer, and there's nothing wrong with that fridge, I'm not getting rid of it yet. I'm not paying for a new fridge when ours is fine. But when we do, we might get a bigger one. But I don't know if we'll be able to fit it in with the chest freezer, because I really do love the chest freezer. So when it was just me and Dylan, we mainly used the freezer. So there was hardly anything in the fridge. So it was perfect just for us. But now there's 4 of us. And we use the fridge a lot more. We get more fridge bits. So we could do with a bigger one. But I'm not getting one if there's nothing wrong with our fridge. And we do have that big chest freezer. So I don't think it would fit in that gap anyway. But I think he's chomping at the bit, my partner, to get a new freezer. A new freezer, a new fridge freezer. A bigger one when it does break. So I thought I'd just clean this shelf because I never really clean it. It's not been there long. It's actually like a bathroom shelf. I thought it would be perfect to put something there so it's not just this plain white tiled wall. And then here I'm going to tackle all this washing. So this is all the pink, red, purple washing. Just trying to get it in there. I was a bit worried the washing machine door would not open, or would open and then the front of it come off. It keeps happening now. I was going to I'm paying someone money each month for like spare parts and stuff like that, and I was going to call it the other day, and my partner told me not to, that'd be fine, and then it hasn't been fine, so I'm going to call them now. So I'm having to get my partner to, believe it or not, to open the door, because apparently I'm pulling it too hard when I'm trying to be very gentle with it and it's still coming off, but he can manage to open it without it coming off. So that's one of his new jobs now, to open the washing machine when it's done, because apparently I'm pulling it too hard. So I'm just sorting out the recycling, and I'm going to clean the bin lids because they get messy. I would like to get a bin that has like it's one bin but it has the 2 compartments for recycling and rubbish. But again, there's nothing wrong with these bins, and some of them can be expensive, so I'm just going to keep these. It's just a bit of a pain with the 2 bins squashed in there. And I'm hoping we're going to go through less rubbish soon when Sophia's out of nappies, because I think we have to empty the rubbish a lot because of that. And it gets full quite easily. So I'm just going to spray the bins with my Astonish spray. I will remember what it's called one of these days, and then it'll probably be all gone. And I'm just going to use a cloth to, it's one of them jade cloths. I can't remember if they're like $1.30. They're nice yellow flowery ones from Poundland for a roll of them. And then because I've used it for a few things, I'm just going to bin this one because I've used it to clean the bins. But I have washed these before to make them last longer, but I don't always do that. Sometimes I'm still using the baby wipes. I shouldn't. I get through a lot of baby wipes that way. But I'm trying to be good and use these cloths. So in a minute we'll start on the floor. So I'm going to give it a sweep, and then I'm going to try out that new spray mop. Not going to lie, it was a bit embarrassing putting it together. But I'll tell you why in a minute. Well, you'll see why. So Sophia's left me alone right up till this point in a minute. And then when she sees me messing about with the spray mop, she has to get involved. And she does want to use the spray mop, and I did try. But all she wanted to do was keep spraying the cleaning stuff. She did not want to mop it. So I had to take it off her in the end. I don't blame her. As a kid, you find it interesting. You want to do it. But we're just going to end up with a big puddle of cleaning stuff. So I did use the Lidl cleaning stuff I got from... The Lidl cleaning stuff I got from Lidl? That doesn't make sense. The cleaning stuff I got from Lidl the other day. It was either under £1 or just over £1. I can't remember. I'm annoyed I've got rid of my Astonish lavender spray now. I could have kept it and used it for this. But I really thought I wouldn't use any type of mop again. But I really was interested to use one of these spray mops. So like I said, this spray mop was $9.99 from the middle of Lidl. I thought I'd give it a go because it was so cheap. So there's all the bits in the box. There are lots of pros and cons to this. So some of the bits did feel cheap, but for $9.99 you can't expect, high quality mop. So it does have the little bits where you can squeeze in the wipes if you want. And it does come, like I said, with the 2 mop heads, which is good, so you can wash them. Well, you'd wash them anyway, but you've got a spare. So that part, pretty straightforward. But this part, because it felt, the bottle definitely feels cheap. I was trying to get this in. I was trying to put some weight on it, but I didn't want to break it. So I kept trying. I was putting some weight on, but not a lot. Because like I said, I did not want to break it. And then I wouldn't be able to use it at all. But as you can see, I was trying and I kept trying. I even turned it around. But in the end, I did put more weight on it and it worked. But I just didn't want anything to snap. Like that bit that goes in there, I didn't want it to snap. But apart from that, it was straightforward putting it together and using it. I was just worried it might snap. So I won't be pulling it apart anytime soon to store it or anything. I think it must have took me at least 5 minutes to get that in. Eventually I done it. But like I said, it's good for what you pay for it. But at the same time, it is cheap. But it did work really well. I'll definitely get it again, but I'd still be careful about putting it together that you didn't break it. So let me know if you've invested in one of these spray mops and what you think of it. It is good. For what you pay, $9.99, it is good. So here's it all put together. And then I did fill up the little bottle. And like I said, I just put that Lidl all-purpose cleaner in there with some water. I probably put too much in there, considering I was just doing the kitchen floor. I did end up using a bit on the hallway to clean it up, but that's what I used. Wasn't expensive, and that probably lasts for ages, because I only use it for the floors. And then in a minute you'll see Sophia figures out I'm trying to use this spray mop, so she wants to get involved and help, which I totally get. It's a new fun thing to play with. So I only managed to do a little bit of the floor before Sophia comes in. So I did try and get closer so you can see it spraying, but I don't think you can only just see it. And it doesn't spray as far or as much as the picture says on the box. So here's Sophia, wondering what's going on, wanting to use it. And she wouldn't let me mop, so I had to mop around her. So this is like the reality of having a small child and trying to get things done. So that's what the mop had looked afterward. I don't think it was too bad. So there's the floor clean. I think I did spend actually a little bit longer than I normally would with just the flash speed mop. So I think I prefer that in a way. But I do like that new mop. But that is it for today. And I'll see you soon on another video. Thank you so much for watching.